Fight day, Saturday, the 22nd. Is it the 22nd? 21st, whatever day it is fight day. So it goes down tonight. The purses came out for both of the fighters. Both of the fighters, I think that purse was like $5 million each. They're both guaranteed $25 million a piece. And then portions of like the pay-per-views and everything else they made money off of. Obviously, like the gay concessions. You got all the merchandise they've sold for this particular fight. I mean, all the sponsors. There's a lot of whatever the betting, whatever the bid was, to get that fight to that particular venue. Especially they go to Vegas a lot because Vegas will put up the money because all their gamblers and everything will come to the casinos. It brings in a lot of traffic, and that's where they really make all that money back and end up making an absolute killing. Vegas makes a killing at nights like this. Billions of dollars get generated pretty much like in one night. Well, hundreds of millions to $1 billion gets generated. As far as the purses, I mean, some people are like, well, the purse is real. I mean, hey, dude, these are the same sources that were saying that Gennady Golovkin is making $14-15 million guaranteed, even though his purse is like $4 million. There's the same people that are saying Danny Jacobs' purse is guaranteed at $12 million or whatever, when his actual purse is only like $3 or $4 million. These are same people are saying Kovalev's guaranteed 15, 16 when his purse is $4 or $5 million or whatever it was. Same people are saying when Anthony Joshua fought here, oh yeah, no, he's guaranteed $30 million, whereas actual fight purse was nowhere near that. So if you believe them before, you believe them now. You can't pick and choose when you're gonna believe the same exact sources, especially when it's half the sources don't even like Deontay Wilder, and talk negative about him and PBC and everything, but they still put out that information that they get from their sources. So they're both making off good. There's been a lot of promotion, and we'll see how like the pay-per-views and everything does. I don't know. Deontay Wilder came in at 231 pounds. Tyson Fury came in at 273. He's heavy as hell. With Deontay Wilder, I see it being better, him being heavier. He's been trying to keep his weight up, especially since the Dominic Brazil fight. I think that worked for him in that fight. He had his weight a little bit heavier in the Luis Ortiz fight. He moved good in that fight. He still had the same level of stamina. And, when it was time to put the hammer down, he put the hammer down. And that man didn't get up. And with this particular fight, I think is also a good thing for him have extra weight on him. Because he's somebody who has a very high metabolism. He's very mesomorphic, very little body fat on him. He's a dense individual. So he's what's it called? He doesn't want to eat. He's the type of person that'll go hours upon hours without eating at all and be fine. He's the type of person that has to literally force food down his freaking throat because he doesn't want to eat. So he's put in that work, and he's kept that focus, to be a little bit bigger, to be in a space where he can't be physically pushed around, to be in a space where there's a little more weight in those punches when he throws those punches. So I think for him, it was a good thing for him to come in at 231, and he won't be 231 tomorrow, I don't believe. Probably be in the 220 somewhere, which will be good for him. He has a type of body mass, that type of body where he could lose 10, 15 pounds in one night. So he's still going to have to eat a certain amount today or yesterday to maintain the weight as far as today. Tyson Fury, I'm not sure what exactly the whole purpose of being 273 pounds. Again, there's a lot of changes going on for someone who believes he just totally outclassed Deontay Wilder in his last fight. And, you'd think he'd try to still be slick, still try to be fast, be more nimble. But for whatever reason, he wants to be big, he wants to be dense, he wants to be heavy. What the game plan with that is, I have no idea. This whole trying to force the issue with Wilder and push it forward, I don't think that's a good thing, just because Wilder knows how to control distance. He's very, very, very calm. Usually, he wasn't in that last fight they had with between him and Fury, but I believe in this fight he will be. I believe he'll be more relaxed. he'll be a lot calmer, and he'll just, dissect the situation like a surgeon, like he usually does. Impute the information like a damn, cyborg, and then react, and put the man down. So I don't know. Wilder's very good at controlling the distance, like I said. He's also very good at counterpunching. He's very good at counterpunching, especially when you're trying to come forward at him, when you're trying to bring the action to him. He'll catch you coming in weird angles. Ask Spilka. He'll catch you with weird angles. He can catch you with weird upright uppercuts. He can catch you with hooks. He can catch you with just these weird punches that you don't see coming. While you're trying to force the action, why you trying to force the action? You're trying to come in. Mid-range, he's a killer. That's Ortiz in the second fight. Blinds you with this, boom. He literally threw a jab halfway, stopped it, pulled it back, and caught him with the right, put that boy down with a shot to the head. So he's capable of doing all these things. People always act like he's so mindless, as if all he has is that right hand and that's it. Like, he does so many different things in the ring that people just completely close their eyes to. Ortiz in the first fight, boom, hurting him and trying to finish the job and coming in, and while just smothering all his inside work while being hurt. Not always all being all the way there, but completely smothering all his work. In the second fight, completely controlling the distance as Ortiz is trying to, because in that second fight, Ortiz was trying to press the issue, but he stayed relaxed. He stayed calm. Great defense. People, they just close their eyes to his defense. How he's able to keep certain, shots from hitting him. How he's able to just stay away from danger. And at the same time, just lulling you to sleep. Lulling you slowly to sleep to the point where you get comfortable. Like, yeah, man, I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. You start, strutting a little bit. All of a sudden, you're on the ground like Ortiz was. You end up like that. People just completely close their eyes to all those things that he does in the ring. All the history of boxing I've watched, you don't get away. You don't get far just by having power. There's a lot of guys who had just crazy power, putting people out. But as soon as they stepped up to a certain level of competition, they couldn't do it anymore. They got their tails whipped and they got out of there. In both the boxing and in MMA. If all you got is power, you're getting as soon as you meet a boxer, you're getting a break beat out of you. You're getting stopped. That's what usually happens. But I'm not sure what the game plan is for Fury being that big. I don't see him being able to move around like that, being that size for 12 rounds, but maybe he can. But regardless, at the end of the day, he's still going to make mistakes in the ring. He's not going to be able to be perfect for 12 full rounds, and he's going to get caught. And it won't be 15-second 10 counts in this fight. But it's fight night, man, and we'll see what happens, man. This is one of the nights where you get hyped, man. We're like, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'm not sure what's going on. And this is the type of feeling that you have when there's a fight coming up, when it's fight night. Definitely won't be having this type of feeling during the Anthony Joshua. Whatever the hell he's fighting, no one gives a shit. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out.